Yo, what's up, everyone, bro? So I'm back with the new low blocks, block fruit class, block fruits guide, how to get better at block fruits. I know those videos, what I posted in the past was very trash. So now let's get on to it. So the first thing, once you gotta know when you PvPing, you gotta know which race you actually use, and you gotta know like which race because the races is actually very variable for like different aspects of the game. Like Cyborg could stun you. Gould, when you have gold before, it could heal you. Well, I already heal you at B2, and also it makes you a little faster. Like Mink can make you faster. All right, bro. So different races have different abilities. Like Shark is a very good race if you want to not die quick. Now keep that in your back pockets. Okay, Draco. Draco is good. It's probably one of the best races for doing damage. Now I would say human would be one of the best races for doing damage, but you know those orbs could really do 10,000 damage, 10,000. But human is more like for distribution damage. So like you could do like over 6 hours of damage on like fruit, gun, sword, and whatever you use. All right. So since we explained all the races, now I'm gonna explain the fighting styles you should be using. Okay. So there's five main fighting styles you should be using or should know how to use in the future. So one of them is Superhuman, which is right here. This is very good by Superhuman. You know, Superhuman costs $5 million and 5,000 frags. Okay. So Electric Law is usually found on on Turtle. And it's by Turtle entrance that you just hit like past Longmont. Second, Dragon Talent. Dragon Talent is also a very useful fighting style. It do the most damage. And it is located now to Hydra Land. I mean Hydra Island, sorry. It's Hydra Island. I thought it was I could either call it Hydra Land, but sorry about that. But anyway, let's stop getting distracted. So Sanguine. Sanguine you have to defeat a Leviathan. And then you have to head over here by Tiki Outpost to get Sanguine, you know. I'm gonna show you where it is because this is the newest fighting style, you know. I'm not gonna pick it up, but Sanguine is also a very good fighting style. Before I tell you what is the top three fighting styles you should be using, we gotta show you God Human, alright? Okay. So God Human is found on Turtle. Or as we say, floating turtle. It is located over there. It costs at the same amount of other fighting styles, but it also needs materials. Okay, so essentially that's explained to every fighting style you should be using. Now I mean, oh yeah, I forgot. Sharkman Karate as well. Sharkman Karate is also really useful in docs and death step. Do not worry about using death step. If you're not a 30 mil or you can't make a combo with death step, do not use it. Alright, so now the top three fighting styles you should be using in 2026 for PEP and block fruits. First, it's Guardian. Guardian have a lot of mobility. It is also very useful for getting up close. And also, we have a few glitches for Guardian to get movement. Second is Sanguine. Sanguine is also very good. It can also consistently hit with your combos, and it's not like God Human, where you have that far range. You have to be up close. And third is Dragon Talent. Dragon Talent is the most damage fighting talent, as I said. It also have three moves that can also. One is just like how do I explain it? But anyway, Guardian made it basically like all of that. So it made it like this move, but you have to go all the way down and up. But anyway, since we explained the three top fighting styles you should be using, now let's get on the swords. Swords is very interesting. You don't really have to use all the swords. But the swords, what I would really recommend is Kursu Katana, Shock Anchor, Two Turbo Katana, Spiky Trident, Fork Lamp, Dragon Heart, and maybe Gravity Blade and Ten Hooks. Alright, any other swords? And Yama. And Dark Blade. Alright, that's the top of swords I would really recommend. But without further ado, we already have that and we already have that. And this is where you can get those four races. Some races is free, like Draco and Ghoul. You know, like Cyborg, you have to pay for 2,500 frags in the second C. So now since we explained it all of those in the fighting styles and stuff and the swords, now what is the best guns? Did only two guns I would really did only three guns I would really recommend, or four guns. Yeah, let's say four or five guns. The best guns I would recommend is Soul Guitar, which is actually called the Kill Guitar. And then Kabucha, Dragon Storm, Obsidian Rifle, and Venom Bow. Those are the five guns I really recommend. If you use anything else, you have to be a really good player or you just don't know what you're doing. Alright, so we already explained every guns. Now the top fruits you should be using for PvP. Now to be honest, there's a lot of fruits you could be using for PvP, but let me explain the easier fruits to use for PvP. The easier fruits to use for PvP would be fruits like ice, which is very easy to understand. Boulder is not really a recommended fruit, but you know a lot of people use it because they M1 bomb with it. Oh my god, I couldn't say. Pain and lightning was only really hard fruit to get used to. You know, I was used to try them back in the day, but now they're very easy to actually get good with. And portal as well. Portal is one of the best blue fruits. A lot of noobs use mammoth, but I don't think they should use mammoth. T Rex, I feel like a lot of people should be using T Rex, though a lot of common people use T Rex, you know. And also Venom. Venom is also really good for basic players. And though, gas is just too much of a bomber. If you want to become a good PvP, you gotta put down fruits like gas and Buddha. Spirit is really good. A lot of 30 mils use it, but I think like people around like 3 mil could get pretty used to it pretty easily. Tiger's just bomb. We already know this. Yeti is bomb only if you use the transformation. Kitsune is one of the best fruits for bomb. Now, not to be honest, it's a really easy fruit to get used to. Now, control is a little harder, but now it becomes like a lot easier for beginners to use. Dragon is more like mid-tier players, you know, like mid-tier players, the 30 mils. So the top fruit I would really be recommended on like the spectrum of PvP for basic noobs would be Ice, Kitsune, and third, without a doubt, would be Dough. Those three fruits will be very good for beginners. Since you'll actually know about that now we can actually get into like the stuff. So you know, since you're actually watching the guide, you probably did upgrade your B3. If you didn't upgrade your B3, go to the second seed. And also make sure you get blue gear for the B4s and stuff. Without further ado, now I can explain. The more bounty you have, basically allow you to take less damage and let you do more damage. And also make sure to get the hockey. Make sure to buy from the first C because it's very useful for PvP. If you upgrade to grade 5, it would be very useful for PvP. So now they really did like certain B4 abilities, certain B3 abilities. I already explained those, right? So you know we have instinct now. Instinct It's really useful for getting out of combos. Or I'm gonna head back to turtle to show you what I mean. Now I mean some things you can't trickable, but some things is not can't trickable. Be them but most swords are can't trickable. Now watch this. So you see I just weave. We call that it can trickable. You know why? It's because I can dodge the attacks of this NPC. And also certain races give like dodges and certain accessories. But before I go into the accessories, I need y'all to understand the bare minimum. Since you'll understand about last steps, now we will go into wait, not last steps. Since you'll understand instinct and Kentricking, and also Kentricking could help you get out of some combos. And also you also have to learn about Kentricking and about stuff you're on your own in your PvP. Now we could talk about last steps. We mainly use last steps. Do not use last steps if it's not needed. We use last steps for rushing up the people. And we also use last steps for keeping combos. That is the two main reasons why we use last steps. Without further ado, I guess we will explain the ability I have on the left side. Or the right side. Yeah, it's the right side. But anyway, the ability what I have on the right side is spawning or summon CBs. Now I mean you could get this when after you hit a 10 mil or higher. You have to be a 10 mil to get this ability. So only 10 mils or higher have this ability. Now I mean it could be sometimes useful in PvP if you're trying to catch someone on the water. But really it's not really that viable. So now we will be explaining about the best accessories for PvP. The best accessories for PvP. Before we do anything, we have honorable mentions. What I should mention about one glasses, Leviathan crown, Leviathan shield, and in the lay. Okay. Without further ado, we're gonna mention the top accessories you should be using. One glasses for second C. Feel careful looking around for people. Get some ribbon because it's just really good. Dino hood because you could like actually use it. Dino hood is really good accessory. It should be in the top three, but I wouldn't put it in the top three. 100 gates is really good. The dojo belts, I never really heard about it, but it are pretty insane stats. Okay, the ghoul mask for second C. The lay, this accessory is the best accessory for health regeneration. Use pilot helmet. Pilot helmet is the best accessory, one of the best accessories. Okay, good. My top three best accessories would be pilot helmet, hunter cape, and last and final is dino hood. If you're not happy with this decision, then y'all could sue me for it. But anyway, now we gotta talk about skins. Certain skin, wait, actually, skins is not important. Certain mutations could make you more overpowered, like Red Kitsune, for example. It have a laser beam ability once you get it. Okay, without further ado, we will be explaining the rings. The rings. Trinkets, right? Okay, so trinkets have certain abilities which it can help you in bloxfruit PvP. It can help you in a good way or a negative way. It will never help you in a negative way, by the way. It will always help you in a good way, no matter what you're doing. So there's six types of rings Or should we really call them trinkets? 6 types of trinkets you should really use. But the main ones, what I use for block fruits, what I use for my block fruits is spirit and twin blades. It's the spirit and twin blades. That's really the ones I really use for block fruits. Alright? Without further ado, I think we might as well PvP. We might as well PvP. We might as well PvP. Alright, so let me explain what these. Okay. Okay, so watch this. You see that move right there, not cantrickable. This move is not cantrickable as well. Let's remember that. Most moves are not cantrickable. So now let me show you. You gotta also build a combo, which my T-Rex combo is really good. Now I will show you how you do this. Alright, I'll show you how you win the fight by using all the tips I explained earlier. If I could actually do it. Alright, so so first you have to hit a person with the combo starter. Now you asking me. I never explained what is the combo starter. What is the combo starter? A combo starter is a move which you basically use to start a combo. That is the main gist of it. And remember that because you will need to know that information. But you always do not need to know a combo. You do not need to know a combo to actually get good at PP. Okay, that's all I need to say. You do not need to know a combo. You can do variations of combos so you can kill your opponents. All right, you can make always make variations at every time. So now I'm gonna show you how to win this fight quick. So you see how this fight, you see how this fight lasting pretty long. It because I ain't really rushing them. I'm trying to evade and trying to dodge, trying to do stuff for those. So now let me show you. So you rush up to him, right? You rush up, you push, you push up to him, you push. I'm clearly missing right now. I'm clearly missing. You see, either can't trick my move. Everybody combo is like actually can't trickable if you don't have sideboard. All right, that's all I have to say. It really not can. It really just not can trickable. All right, this fight is taking very long, bro. Let's hurry this up. Oh my god, he just got me in the combo starter, but he missed. Bro, oh my god, instinct is literally saving him right now. Okay. So the other thing I forgot to say is movement. See this see see this guy movement is almost unpredictable. But he's mainly moving side to side, which is pretty predictable if I didn't have bought in. So as you see this is the combo. This is that's basically what I did. I didn't land the full combo, but that's basically a chest of a combo. But since I didn't use every move of the combo, we can't say it's a combo, but we can say like it more like a what do you call it? Like half of the combo. A lot of people in block groups miss combos. Okay, some combos is one shot combos. All right. I mean, my combo is one shot to most people, but for some people, it's really just not a one shot combo. So you see, some opponents like this guy right here is not stupid when they PvP. What some people would do when they PvP, and they would just do stupidness. Like for example, they would rush at you when they have low HP. Like I do have that like that play style, but I know I'm gonna win if I just rush at you when I'm low. Like I just know I'm gonna win. But you see, when you low, remember Remember to like take a break from a fight. Like play passive when you low. Now also, as an opponent, when you have the enemy low, don't let them heal fully. Like basically what I just did, I just let my opponent heal fully because I don't know. I it's stupid. All right. All right, I do see. I'm not really locked in right now. I'm not really like doing the combos. I'm letting them heal too much in everything. I'm really just letting them heal too much. All right, so let me show you how you do this. So you, so when you want to end the fight, you push up to him. Well, I mean, it's very hard to hit these type of use. You know, that's why I say make it one of the best race. That's why I say make it one of the fastest races in the game. It is the fastest races in the game. Now as you clearly see with Mink, I mean when the guy's using Mink, I can't hit him, but I just did a combo starter. See, that's a combo starter right there. That's a combo starter. I got him low. So now 99 out of 99 times they're gonna try running. They're gonna try to run or pop the V4, which after they pop the V4, if you are before, they pop it after. Alright, just pop it after. Don't pop it before, just pop it after. Make sure to pop it after. Or you can pop it before if you low. If you low, you can pop it before. Okay? Okay, just general rules of block fruits. Alright? Most people is mad at beast fruits in these combos because they saying it non-kill, but don't listen to them. Do not listen to the ops. Listen to yourself. But sometimes just take advice, you know what I mean? Like take advice is always useful. You just saw how I lost to that guy right there. And also, there's another thing when once you PvP, if you talk too much while you PvP, you can also be unfocused or unstrategized, which is also causing you to get killed. So let me show you when I actually lock in. Let me show you something. But you see, my enemy right there that did a combo at Gaper. You see, I basically saying you could escape combos, but you're low. And also guys, you see how the enemy, you see how the enemy, the oil popping it's so good top. When they, as soon as they get before, it actually a really useful tip. So be remember that when they going into fights. All right, be remember that. So did I discover everything? Did I say everything? Oh yeah, I forgot. Thoughts. If you have terrible thoughts, do not PP. The best thoughts you should be using for block fruits is mark stats for melee, mark stats for defense, mark stats for block fruits. If you using sword, like a portal build, use or lightning, use melee marks, defense marks, and sword marks. If you're using gun, like a lightning combo I did back a year ago. Then you use melee, defense, and sword. Now let me show you where you can find this guy in the third sea. I'm backing you all to be in the third sea. So my man, so if I'm saying this to second sea players, then these locations will be found in different areas. And also both of these some of these fighting styles is not found in the second sea. So this is the guy you can talk to. I have enough frags, so I'll show you. So basically you could do 2,500 frags, 200, 500 frags, just for like a simple reset of your stats. So you can change it for like PvP and stuff. Now also make sure to upgrade your guns. I mean upgrade your weapons. Or that's where you can upgrade. That's where you can upgrade. And once you got your gun upgraded, like look at my guns. I have a few highlighted with a star. What that means? So the ones which is highlighted with a star, that means they upgraded. And once that means they upgraded, you could go to Tiki Outpost. I'm not gonna go up there, but I'm gonna show you. But I'm gonna show you. You go here, you go to that guy, you go right here, and then you talk to the guy in here. You talk to that guy, the dragon, Colin Sage. I don't know why. I don't know, bro. I don't know who's off if he doing some stuff, bro. But anyway, so you basically go here to enchant your stuff. Once you got like rolls, okay. The main type of scrolls I really recommend y'all to roll on your stuff is the legendary scrolls and the mythic scrolls, okay? Some game passes could also be useful. But Dark Blade, do I recommend y'all to buy Dark Blade? Maybe. If you want to opt out play, then buy it. If you don't want to, then don't buy it. I wouldn't say the buy weapon, but I would say if you don't want to buy it, then don't buy it because it's not completely worth it. Okay, did I explain everything now? Fruits, stuff, game passes, builds, and whatever. Okay, 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 okay. I think I explained everything so far. So without further ado, man, it's your boy, and we about to be out. For me right now it's 10:14, so like I have to do like stuff right now because like it's kind of late for me at this time. But anyway, I think we're gonna say, without further ado, your boy gonna be out. So peace and see y'all whenever I have the chance to see y'all again. I feel happy to make a memory this day. But anyway, truly I'm gone. So peace out.